Welcome to Rentschler Field in East Hartford, Connecticut. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Old Dominion Monarchs and the Connecticut Huskies. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer, these teams might have to brave the elements in this one. Isn't that right, Holly Rowe?
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly, I know you're out in the elements. Keep an eye on that. And the Monarchs ready to kick it away first. Looking for blockers. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes a catch. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Unloads it left. And his throw is incomplete.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Running inside, it's Roach. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Guys, let's chat for just a second about Old Dominion. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
To the air, it's Potter. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. Keeps it on the drop.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Now facing a third and long. They'll go to the air. Trying to set up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Monarchs will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they'll just down it right there.
It's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down in the football, setting your defense up for great field position.
behind the line. It's Ross.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing to wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Brought down at the 20. It's a first down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll give it to him again. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the...
Maybe some room here. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was...
There he goes! They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Huskies are in the hurry-up.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Trying to make magic with his feet. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback, and you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
Ready, go! Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Reeder. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, this offense didn't get off to the start they wanted, going 3 and out of the gate. But on this second drive, they're doing much better. They're finding a rhythm, and I think a big part of that is establishing the running game. And a really nice job on that last one, picking up the first down.
The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They're going to run it. Slithers into space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Huskies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Run in the red zone, it's Reeder. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The run inside. It's Reeder. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Flips it out on the screen. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, UConn.
That's a nice job by the offense there on their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Running inside, it's Roach. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. That's the end of the period, and UConn has the lead as we get a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. A run for the quarterback. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but he was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Oh, what a great play call. Sneaking the draw. The defense clearly thinking pass, flying up the field. No, sir. Little handoff, little sneak attack. Great play call.
Right back to the well. Got a little grass. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last 2 plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
From the red zone, it's Roach. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, as this offense is trying to find their rhythm and try and get on the scoreboard here, trailing 7-0, it's been the running game that has gotten them into position in this drive, right? You're down in the red zone now. It looks like the quarterback's probably going to have to do his part and make a big throw. Let's see if he can do it.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Fires into the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They're going to run it. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, ODU. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Christian.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Picked off! What a play by this defense! Trying to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's Roach. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Old Dominion. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Motion from the back. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Turning it on! Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly on target, and you can make big plays. That they made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Pulls it in, it's Porter. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Down to the 25-yard line, and he's got enough for a first down. They convert the fourth down, but back to the line with no time to waste. To the air on first down.
And I got to be ready mentally and physically. Mentally, I got to know exactly where the sticks are. 4th and 2, can't dilly-dally around. Got to run physical, got to break tackles, got to go through people, whatever I need to do to get that 2 yards. Nice job running the football.
In the red area, it's Christian. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
Fires to the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
and he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking for a crease, it's Roach. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. Let's begin with the West Virginia Mountaineers taking on the number 17 team, the Houston Cougars. And it's the Mountaineers with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And this one gets them to 5 wins on the year, which isn't cause for a campus-wide celebration, but it's proof the coaching staff is getting through to this team. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's got it again. Maybe a crease. Inside the and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Monarchs.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Flowers. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The UConn offense goes back to work. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Makes the catch.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
UConn quick to the line.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. It's Burton. Breaks into the open. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, UConn!
Man, football, there is so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
He's in there for the two-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Monarchs send out the offense to go to work. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls off.
And the Monarchs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. They'll run the screen. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Monarchs send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. UConn going back to work on offense. They close the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. Makes the grab and room to run. Touchdown, Huskies! And that one will give them the lead. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. They weren't able to move it on their last possession. Ended up punting. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that, and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Looking to throw, it's Potter. Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Ball was incomplete. I think you got to give a lot of credit to this defense up front. That pass rush, they were coming on that play. Got after the quarterback, got in his space, and did not let him feel comfortable.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Snagged out of the air. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And, man, that 3rd down changes this decision completely, right? Like getting a big chunk of yards, making it 4th and short. Now it's a true decision. I think you were just thinking about getting half of this, maybe setting up a field goal. Now you got a chance to be aggressive. Let's see what they do here on offense.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. The run inside. It's Christian. Might have a chance. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a 1st down.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Pulls and fires complete.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. UConn will have to punt it away.
Number 47 on to punt it away.
Hooks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. So Old Dominion's offense hopes this drive holds some promise. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Back to throw, it's Potter. Using the quick game. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Agnew. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Here's a heat. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. interception. And here comes the Connecticut offense ready to go to work. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score. Takes it the other way. The 30, at the 20. Touchdown, Huskies. Great job by the back on the option. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice and bringing it out of the end zone did not pay off. He's out of bounds at the 19. All wideouts, no backs. Wants to throw. It's Potter. Pocket breaking down. He'll pull it down and run. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take.
He'll take the deep shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. And he showed off the wheels after using the hands on the pick, and he gets it down to the 34-yard line.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let him make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job from getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Give to the running back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third down, he drops to throw. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try. It is good! And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
So now it's second and long. The play-action fake. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are.
Here's a little room there. Past the 30. Running inside the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Under fire. Got him downfield. Corralled and brought down by the defense. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking for the score. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense